Hello, guys. It is your boy, J Bro. By the way, guys, this is more of a game theory and stuff like that. So, recently, I have watched a YouTube video on a game that I actually play, which I kind of want to play with you guys. But but for the most part, a lot of people think that this game is dead. And recently, they have announced that a second variation of this game is coming out. You could probably tell what game that is based off of this. By the way, this is a video of watching of returning characters coming to the second game from based off of gameplay and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and actually get talking about this. So for the first thing I did want to talk about is the characters we're seeing here. All the ones that are X'd out, we haven't actually seen any like gameplay. We haven't like actually seen anything really based off of them. And we're basically talking about the one picture and stuff like that. So if you know the picture I'm talking about, then good for you. But if not, then I'll show you at the end of the video, hopefully. If it's not there, then I didn't find the picture and I am very, very sorry about that. But we have SpongeBob and Patrick from the franchise. SpongeBob returning, it looks like. You got Aang, Katara. It looks like Lucy Loud. Looks like April, Ren and Stimpy, Invader Zim, Reptar, Nigel Thornberry, Danny Phantom, Garfield, Jenny, I believe, from My Age is a Teenage Robot, and Rocco. It looks like are the only characters returning. It looks like based off of our information and based off of this video as well. But before this information, I kind of figured that based off of the home screen and from the characters I've seen. So yeah, looks like the characters that might not be returning is Sandy, Toph, Lincoln, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Shredder, Powder Toastman, Cat Dog, Helga, Oblina, and Hugh Neutron. Now, for the ones that are returning that I did name from like the one that was on like the poster and stuff like that, I am gonna say that I am glad that they are returning. That they are returning and stuff, and at least two of my mains from the first one is going to be in the second one, which is Danny Phantom and Ren and Stimpy. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, I play as every character, not gonna lie to you. But in terms of characters that I have played the most, I'll probably say Ren and Stimpy, Danny Phantom, and Cat Dog are the three that I have played the most in the first one. Because I felt as though those was the most easiest ones. And now, those are my number one picks for my favorites. My second picks of three characters has to probably go to Aang. He has this ability, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still available, that he just eliminates anybody with like a one-hit KO and stuff. He's really overpowered in the game, in my opinion, and I'll probably have him at number two alongside SpongeBob. I'll probably say SpongeBob. Now, yes, SpongeBob is probably the very first character that everybody has probably played as. Not going to lie. Now, I am going to say this, though, that SpongeBob's, like, certain attacks that SpongeBob can do has really, really good, like, counters and stuff like that. And I just think that is pretty awesome. So, him and Aang definitely deserves a second spot. And not only does SpongeBob and Aang deserve a second spot, but I'm also gonna probably have to go with I'm probably gonna go with Lincoln Loud. Now, Lincoln Loud, I know some people probably be like, he's trash, because it's their opinion. But in terms of my like second three favorite characters, it would probably be Aang, SpongeBob, and Lincoln Loud. In terms of the video game, I love all the characters in this game, and I can't wait to actually get and play the second one. Now, before I get any further, for all of those guys out there who's like, okay, your voice is a little too low, the voice quality is like terrible and stuff, I will be getting a microphone soon for my audio, so it'll be a lot better than what it sounds like now. And another thing that gave me this idea is because a really long time ago, before school started back up for some people, even though other kids was already in or already started school. But I'm talking about like when like I started school, just about I should say. Um, I ended up playing this game called Suspects. I did a little gameplay on it before, and one of the people I believe found my channel ended up saying that the best way to kind of like it's hard to hear, get like a mic or something like that, stuff like that. And honestly, he also gave me probably a little bit of information of a CapCut, like get the premium and stuff, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of already knew to get the premium. It's just that I didn't do it at the time because of the fact that I will be doing a whole lot more in the future for videos, and I have been mainly planning on videos, so that is why my intro and outro still has like the little CapCut logo in the corner. If that's what he's talking about, that's exactly why. Now I had to get that off my chest. Now let's go ahead and go deeper into this. Now honestly, it's really sad to see Cat Dog go if he's not going to be in the second one. But in my opinion, I kind of am the person who would be like, okay, yes, although we are not going to be getting certain characters from the first one, it kind like if the ones that are X'd out or not coming into the second game, it kind of gives certain people a reason to go back to the first game to try to play as those characters. But if every character in the first one comes over to the second one, it's like, okay, there's not even a point, there's like no point at all in going back into the first game at all, because everything in the first game, the second game would have obviously just better it'll have it'll have obviously new stages. Not only will it have new stages, but it will have returning stages from the first one, based off of the trailer, and based off of obviously some information slash probably some little bit of leaks and stuff like that, obviously. And I just have to say it's gonna be awesome because I can't wait to play the second one, obviously. And I'm pretty sure y'all guys can't wait to play the second one as well. I have to throw this information out there on like leaks and stuff because I really find this so fun. Like in terms of like a game to play. Now, yes, I am so happy that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is making a return for a part 2 of the game, obviously. Now, like I said, in certain games, normally when like you're playing certain games and stuff like that, obviously, you can always go back to the first one because you're like, I kind of like the first one better, even though the second one does have more characters and it's fun with certain characters on that game. I kind of want to go back to the first one and this, that, and I understand that, honestly. But in terms of the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls 2, I feel as though if every character is going into the second one, there's obviously no point in returning back to the first one. So let's say Sandy, Toph, Lincoln, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Shredder, Potter Toastman, Cat Dog, Helga, Oblina, and Hugh Neutron was in the first one, along with the rest of the characters in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1. Now, yes, obviously some features from the first game are not going to be in the second game. And if they are, they're obviously there, but a lot better, which is going to be insane. During the trailer, I was doing like a part of the very first trailer, but also adding it to the second trailer as we was able to see like it starts slowing down during the one part where it showed that they was fighting. Just to zoom in on Squidward looking out of his window, seeing the rest of the Nickelodeon cast. Well, not the rest of the Nickelodeon cast, but seeing some of the Nickelodeon casts fight from the first one, and was just missing out. And I just have to say, his intro was insanely awesome and funny, in my opinion. And to finally see him come in is crazy. And then when I seen the Plankton, like a little thing on Plankton, I just had to say, okay, where's Mr. Krabs? Because if Plankton's in the game, it only makes sense if Mr. Krabs is, because they have a really big rivalry in the Bikini Bottom. You know, in the SpongeBob franchise, they have a really big rivalry there. And I like how SpongeBob is always alongside Mr. Krabs when working at the Krusty Krab to keep Plankton away from the secret formula and so much more. It's just awesome. And I also like how his buddy Patrick is in here as well. And I'm not gonna lie, if the ones that are all X'd out are not coming into the second one, that's crazy, because that's majority of the roster actually going in to the into the first one here. As you can see, that's 3 rows and 2 characters blocked off compared to the rest, if you actually was to put them all together, if I'm not mistaken. So, put the Hugh Neutron's X over SpongeBob, Tough and Powder Toast Man over Patrick, and April O'Neil, and then put the one on Leonardo over Danny Phantom. That's 3 rows right there. So I'm pretty sure there's at least maybe actually 4 rows out, but that's still half the roster just about. It's just a little bit lower. So I'll probably say if Rocco was out instead, and Jenny from my age is teenage robot character next to Hugh Neutron. I can't speak for some reason. That was weird. Anyway, then obviously we will see that there's 3 rows and 2 characters blocked off, which leaves which leaves the rest of the roster. That's literally majority of the characters returning. And obviously, just like, we got 5 characters from SpongeBob to Aang. From SpongeBob to Aang and not returning. And then from Toph to Lincoln, you also have 5. So that's 10 characters right there, and 11 characters not returning, which is kind of crazy in my opinion if you think about it, because yes, the roster is a pretty okay thing, but in terms like just having 11 characters not returning and then having majority of the first roster from the first from the first one return to the second one is kind of crazy but awesome at the same time, because like let's say your main was Powdered Toast Man, for example, and he does not make a return in the second one. The only way you could play with him is if you return back to the first one. But at the same time, some people might be like, okay, this is a lot better than the first one. The first one is trash. I'm just going to only play the second one. I'll just find a new character to main. Don't just do that, because then it's just like you really don't. I mean, you do, but don't care about the franchise as much as other people do, because they could be going back to the first one and making a whole theory about certain stuff. Like if this, let's say the second one came out today, everybody will obviously be doing videos and going crazy over it. Not only that, but let's say people was already making theories on a third one or something like that, like for a couple more years later. They're going to obviously want to go back to the first one, because the first one has characters that the second one's not going to have if this is the case. Now, obviously, some of the characters from the second one is probably not going to return as well, but are also not in the first one. Like, let's say after this, let's say a couple years did pass after the second one came out, or second one comes out, I should say. Then obviously people will probably be making theories and stuff about a third Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And honestly, if they do ended up making a third one. Let's say like Plankton and Squidward and Jimmy Neutron and um let's say hey no yeah, that one guy who's in Hey Arnold with like the really long tall hair character. I forgot his name, but he is in the second one, or he is gonna be in the second one based off of the little pic, uh, poster like picture for it for the second one. Not gonna lie, and honestly, let's say he wasn't in the third one as well. Let's say half or just about half of the second uh Nickelodeon All Star Brawl's character roster was returning, but the other half wasn't, and some of the new ones from that's in the second one was not coming to the third one. Was not going to be in the third one, for example. They're gonna obviously want to go back to the first one and the second one to try and like make a theory on who could possibly return or make a return or come back for revenge or different things like that. So yeah, it's not always bad to go back to the very first part thing of the game and stuff like that and to play it. Now obviously if you're a YouTube content creator, like if you're a YouTube creator like me for example, making like different gaming videos and stuff like that, then I can see you not going back to the first one. But at the same time, if you go ahead and actually pay attention to certain YouTubers and stuff, rather if they've been new about the game or not, they're like I'll probably say like some of them are probably still out there making newer YouTube videos about a really old game. For example, like Nickelodeon All Star Brawl will soon be old or whatever. When Nickelodeon All Star Brawls 2 is out, and then soon Nickelodeon All Star Brawls 2 could be old, and that could still be getting some fame. That could still be getting some views and stuff in terms of videos. You never know. So in my opinion, it's just like it's not bad to go back to the game and play and if you ask the YouTuber for to play a game like a old game that they used to play, and they don't like and they read it but like or probably don't read it, and they don't do it, it's either like then you can't really like force them to do that, like to force them to like play that certain game and stuff, because or like either that or they bought the game on like the console or whatever and deleted it from that console, or you know things like that. You so they're probably not gonna fully go all the way out their way to go ahead and do that. But at the same time, if they do it, then that they're listening to their viewers to try to make their content a lot better and stuff like that. Or if they do it, they could probably be like, oh, wait, I forgot about that game and I really enjoyed playing it back in the day. Might as well play it today type stuff. That's probably what I'm going to do as well. So let's say, like, uh, I'll probably say, let's say I was playing, for example, Mario Kart on my channel. Like the one on the Nintendo Switch, obviously. Well, not to say obviously, but because that is the newest Mario Kart at the moment. And it's still getting popularity. It's not only that, but it got a huge DLC. And there's still a wave that's coming out, which is Wave 6, which is the very last wave of the Booster Course Pass for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And not only that, but we're getting 2 more characters actually after that. And I'm not gonna lie, during the one wave when they got 3 characters, I was actually surprised. But back on the main topic though, is that it's not bad to go back to the first one. So if these crossed out characters here in this first game's roster did not make a return, I could see people going back to the first one to play as like their favorite character from the first one if they didn't make it into the second one, uh, and like kind of comparing the games and comparing the items and stuff like that. Obviously, and it's insane. And also, a further information on the game is that I recently heard and seen like a little short video or whatever saying that we was going to get like final blows. Basically, it's like let's go back to Super Smash Bros. Honestly, because some people compared Nickelodeon All Star Brawl to Super Smash Bros. Which is crazy. Now, other people be like, no, Multiverse came out before Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, but that is not the case. Nickelodeon All Star Brawl actually came out before Multiverse, based off of my knowledge. And honestly, when Multiverse came out, obviously everybody left Nickelodeon All Star Brawl just to play Multiverse, which ended up failing and then somehow coming back or is on its way to coming back, I believe. I'm not really sure how that situation's gonna go. We'll get into further detail about that during another video. But for the most part, it's like, yes, I'm happy that Nickelodeon All Star Bros making a return. But at the same time, more so like it's like on the first one, you would think that okay, yes, we got a few DLCs. Like two of them was free and three of them was not free. So Shredder and Garfield are more free, if that makes sense, because of the fact that they joined the game like sometime in the middle of it before we got the payable DLCs, which is my Life is a Ninja Robot, Jimmy Neutron and Rocco. As you can see, there's characters down there. You got Hugh Neutron, Rocco, and Jenny, I believe, is that character's name. Um, but but honestly, it's just like wow, it's crazy. Like if these characters are actually not returning, then that is actually surprising. And then the fact that two of the DLC characters from the first one, which is Shredder and Hugh Neutron, is not making a return, is actually probably a little bit more surprising than having some of the characters that was already in the game not return, which is pretty cool as well, I guess, if you ask me. Now, in terms of returning levels and stuff, I kind of want to see the one that came with Garfield, which was the little lasagna map. I really enjoyed that one. It was like Garfield's dream, like a Garfield's dream world in a way. And I just thought that that was so awesome to go ahead and actually see, go ahead and actually see that happen, because I just thought, wow, that's pretty creative how they use lasagna, because that's one of the things Garfield likes to eat and stuff like that, obviously. And it really was so surprising and stuff to actually hear about certain stuff or things like that make sense. I mean, yeah, it's literally called Sweet Dreams in the game, depending. Well, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not sure if some of these maps are named differently or anything like that, but from the one that I have, the map that came with Garfield is called Sweet Dreams, and I just think that that should come back. He, if I'm not mistaken, he was the first like downloadable content character when you had to update it, and it was just like a free character and a free map they gave out. Same with Shredder, but the map that came with him was Slime Time, which was a little bit confusing in my opinion. Now for the character from my age is Teenage Robot, if I'm not mistaken. I keep thinking it's Jenny. And if I'm right on that character's name, if it is Jenny, let me know in the comment section down below. And if not, then tell me who it actually is, because I feel like I'm messing up that character's name. But her map I do like as well, and I kind of want to see that map come in as well. But Slime Time, I can see staying in the first one, in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Now, Duck Duck Pie actually came with Hugh Neutron, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Jimmy Neutron's dad. Anyway, and I really do like how that map looks. It just looks so cool in my opinion. And I just have to say, I kind of want to see it coming into the first one as well. And the next one that came with Rocco, which is Hardcore Chores, I believe is yeah, that's the one that came with Rocco. And I kind of do want to see that come back into the first one. I just like how it was like a house like floating or whatever, and then there's like a nice like crack. The one part of the window is kind of falling off, and it looks like the one part of the building on the outside, more by the roofs and side of walls, is more breaking and stuff like that. I just really thought that that was pretty awesome to see, if you ask me. Now, another one that I kind of want to see is the traffic jam return. The traffic jam map on Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 1 was a pretty fun map to actually, race on, in my opinion, and stuff. And it's just like, it was just so awesome, like so fun to play on. Trying not to get smacked by the cars and also trying to dodge like the items if you equip the items, obviously. And so much more. It was just like, okay, wow, it's so hard to dodge their attacks, but also dodge like items they threw at you on top of that, and also trying to dodge cars that are driving on the road so you won't get smacked by it, which and go flying out of the building and stuff, which is awesome, which is really fun to what I do there. Another one is Powder Toast Trouble. This one was a Powder Toast man stage that you fight on, and I definitely got to say it was fun to play. It was definitely fun to play on and stuff like that. And I just have like how you got to watch out for like the burning toast, if I'm not mistaken, and then you also gotta like make sure you don't like touch certain parts of the stage or whatever, so you won't get burned and go flying, or so you won't like have your character drown, and like I think it was the milk or something like that. I forgot, but your character like sinks into something, and they can also die that way, or you could get defeated that way as well. And I just thought that that was a really cool and fun stage to actually do. Another one is that I would like to see is the Loud House's stage, which is literally named the Loud House. I really do like it. Not only that, but I kind of wish and hope that more characters can come into the second one. Now, honestly, if the ones in this video here that are crossed out are actually not coming in the second one, that's kind of a little bit sad to see Lincoln not come into the second one, but the stage and Lucy Loud does, because that would be pretty a little bit messed up. But at the same time, if there's more Loud House members in the second one, like Lenny Loud, or have like Clyde from the Loud House as well, which was Lincoln's best friend. Because now that would be awesome, in my opinion. And so I definitely do gotta say that I really do like this stage. Not only that, but you can kind of see some of the other characters like Lenny, Lucy, and the rest of the Loud House family. Well, not the rest of them, but you can see like some of them in the background and stuff. And it was just so cool to see them in the house, kind of like coming by the window, checking outside on the brother, see if they're fighting or whatever, or coming to check on the player, or just say hello to the player as they're fighting and stuff. And I just really like that. And there's just so much going on in that stage. It's just so fun to play on. And I hope that that comes into Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls 2. Now, based off of the little trailer and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure that the Western Air Temple, the Flying Dutchman ship, Rooftop Rumble, Royal Woods Cemetery, and the other airbender stage, which I have no idea how to pronounce, but this is how you spell it: Omashu. Omashu. I'm so sorry. It's hard to say it, but that, if I'm mistaken, are your returning ones from this one, and I'm pretty sure the very beginning stage, which is Jellyfish Fields, is also making a return, and that certain ones like I think that certain ones like the harmonic cover. Wait, now that I think about it, actually, yeah, basically some of these are coming on the next one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Because if 11 characters is coming to the first one, it only makes sense if they take 11 stages from the first one as well and put it over onto the second one and add new stages, just like they're adding new characters to the roster as well. That would make a lot more sense if they are actually getting rid of these characters that are crossed out in this video here that I was watching. Now, I do want to hear your opinions actually in the comment section down below. So don't be afraid to, don't be afraid to chat, if that makes sense. Don't be afraid to go ahead and leave a comment down below, because it helps me with the channel and stuff like that. And I am just gonna say this though, that if 11 characters are not returning, it does definitely make sense if only 11 stages are not returning. And I just want to know, hear your opinions on what 2 stages do you think, and I want only 2 from each person. What 2 Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls 1 stages do y'all think are going to be returning to the second one, other than some of the ones that I have named, which are Flying Dutchman Ship, Jellyfish Fields, Royal Woods Cemetery, Rooftop Rumble, Western Air Temple, and the one stage that I can't pronounce, which I believe is another airbender stage, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got another airbender stage, which is the harmonic convergence genes, whatever. I'm sorry, it's so hard to pronounce. It's like a really big word and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, in terms of reading, I really don't like to read, to be honest. To be honest with y'all. But back on the main topic, guys, I definitely want to hear y'all comments on this video of what you guys think. Well, like, if the ones that are crossed out are going to be also making it into the first one, and if you think that they're going to be making it into the first one as well. And if not, do you think all the stages are going to be coming into the second one? Or do you think certain stages only will be joining? I mean, because during the little preview or little trailer, we already know that the Rooftop Rumble is going to be in the second one, obviously just remastered, and there's going to be a couple other stages from this first one that are also going to be remastered as well. I definitely know that for sure. And I am gonna end it right here, y'all, because if I'm not mistaken, I have been on this video for a really long time talking about information on Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And I am truly sorry for some people who really don't enjoy the game as much. But I really enjoy the game, and I just had to say something about it, because I can't wait to play the second one. And I will be playing the first and second one on this channel in the future. So if you want to see that, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on this video and subscribe and turn on that bell so every time I upload, you will get the post notifications for it. Why is this important? Is because I will be doing giveaways in the future. I will be doing shout outs in the future. And I will be doing so many more in the future as well. So, for example, let's say you play the game Zuba. I will be doing Zuba giveaways. Speaking of that, a Zuba video is actually on its way, and it's gonna be a good one. It's going to be another gameplay video. So we did a Susie deathmatch with Susie already. And I was just gonna like switch it up and do like different characters and stuff like that. And then if I do all the characters, then obviously do different videos and topics on the game, I guess. And probably some information on it and stuff like that. Um so if you guys wanna obviously see more, all you gotta do is just subscribe and turn on that bell. That's all you have to do. And if you don't even want to subscribe, just hit the thumbs up button. It helps this channel grow out a lot, and more can happen in the future. And the better and more, like the better and more of you guys that supports this channel by hitting that thumbs up button or by subscribing and turning on that bell, you know, obviously the better the channel's gonna get. Now, for all of those who are subscribed, obviously, I'm just going to say comment down below because I will be doing shout outs actually starting, like, I'll probably say starting in the next video after the Zuba video. So, if you want to shout out, all you got to do is comment on one of my videos. It doesn't matter which one, as long as it's a nice, positive, and good vibe kind of thing. Or if you're just telling me that you have subscribed or you have liked the video, you can get a shout out that way as well. But obviously, you can't know that you won't know that you got a shout out unless you subscribe. So subscribing is obviously the best way to know that you ended up getting a shout out. By the way, if you want to go to my Twitch channel or even join my Discord server that I am, that is made, but I'm obviously still working on certain parts of it. You can still join it while it's in development. All you got to do is go to my YouTube page, click on About, scroll down a little bit, and you get some links right there. You got some links to my Instagram, you got links to my Facebook, you got links to my Discord, you got links to my Twitch channel. And also, if you go to the channels page, those are some channels that I kind of recommend. One of those is actually my big sister. The rest of them are Zuba gameplay YouTubers. And why is that? Is because I'm going to become one of them, but I won't just become one of them. I will be part of them in a way because I will be in the Zuba community helping people out. And that's also how you can get a really good start on Zuba gameplay and stuff like that if you're trying to become a content creator as well for Zuba. Now, without further ado, see you guys in the next video. Like I always say, stay safe and stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Rather from talking or not. I'm joking. When I'm talking or whatever, I'll see you guys in the next video. And then if you do subscribe, don't forget to comment down below letting me know you did. If you want a shout out, you can end up commenting on any video in the future or any video that I have done in the past, and you can still get a shout out that way. Now, I am going to say this before I actually fully close out this video, that I did see a comment saying to play a scary game, and I have been thinking about that, and honestly, your spooky game is coming. It will be on its way, obviously. It's on its way for the future. And also, guys, I also want to know what other like games you might want to see, rather if it's like a scary game, a funny game, an awesome game, or any type of game really, and I'll try to play it on my channel. I only do Nintendo Switch games and mobile games at the moment on my channel, so until then I'll end up giving you updates on certain consoles that I'll be able to play gameplay on my channel for you guys. But for the most part, it's gonna have to be Nintendo Switch games. And okay, that was just extremely weird. Anyway, Anyway, y'all. Um, you know, for the most part, it's gonna be mobile and Nintendo Switch games at the moment. So if you have a certain mobile game you want to see me play, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to see me play a certain Nintendo Switch game, let me know in the comment section down below. And I got y'all. See y'all in the next video. Peace.